That should do it. Literally 20 reps and I'm done. So I need to absolutely blast through this session this evening because I'm travelling down to London tonight to pick up a package which is directly going to help me with my deadlift training. So literally just going to try and be in and out of here within an hour and then get on the road. Hello mate. Such a unit.
Hey Craig, how are you? Yeah, good buddy.
I'm rushing so much to get this workout done that I forgot to put my bloody knee sleeves on to squat. No wonder it felt shit. See you later lads.
Right, safe journey.
Thank you mate. Bye bye. Hey Siri. Take me to London.
Getting directions to London.
So for those of you with above average IQs, you pretty much know what it is that I'm going to go and get. And if you still have no idea, then I apologise for saying you have a low IQ. So I have used this piece of kit before, and when I first used it I didn't really get on with it, but what I think I need to do is actually have an extended period actually using it. That way I really think I'm going to get the benefit from it. And if you still have no idea what I'm talking about, then you definitely have a low IQ. Sorry. Or you're not a powerlifter, there is that. I don't know if a deadlift platform is actually going to fit in the car. I'm joking, it's not a deadlift platform. It's a power rack. Right, I think I'm here. I just need to find the right house number and then we'll go and pick up this thing that's going to help me deadlift a lot more weight, hopefully.
How about that? Is that alright, Matt?
That's perfect.
There we go. I mean, he's making me famous now.
I wouldn't go that far.
Sally watches your videos.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Amazing, well someone's got to. That fits pretty perfectly.
Sweet.
Package received. Time to head back to Bristol. Right, so I set off to London at 6:30 this evening. It's now 11 o'clock at night. I am in Reading, which is still about an hour and a half away from Bristol. So it's going to be a late one, but I haven't actually had any dinner since the gym. I just had a protein shake, so I had to stop off at McDonald's obviously. So yeah, I'm actually going to be over my calories, so I've got about 1,200 calories to consume, but I've gone all out. So I'm basically having a cheat meal because I'm absolutely starving. So yes, for those of you with a high IQ, you were right. I've got myself a deadlift bar. The fact that I was willing to drive down to London and back in an evening pretty much shows how impulsive I am. And I've probably shot myself in the foot because, unlike this bar, I'm going to be super stiff tomorrow from sitting down in the car all day, so I might not actually be able to deadlift properly anyway. So yeah, catch-22, one of those things. If you do care what I actually got, I've got 5 chicken selects, double quarter pounder and a double cheeseburger meal. That's how you do it. Alright, I will see you in the gym tomorrow. So before I get into why I decided to buy a deadlift bar, I just wanted to say a really big thank you to the person who sold it to me. So Sally, who I follow on Instagram, reached out to me after I put a post up asking if anyone is selling a deadlift bar, and she said that she's selling her Strength Shop one because I think she may have bought it by accident thinking it was a power bar, so it's barely been used, it's pretty much brand new. She gave me a very reasonable offer for how much she wanted for it. So obviously drove down there last night, and she was very welcoming. Her and Will, they allowed me into their house and gave me something to drink after the long journey. So they're really, really welcoming, just amazing people. So if you wanted to follow Sally, then her Instagram will be in the description box below, but she does compete and so does Will, so they do various competitions at world level as well. So if you wanted to follow them, you can follow Sally's Instagram page below. So why did I buy a deadlift bar? So the short answer is I've never done a block training with a deadlift bar. I've only ever used it on the odd occasion, just going normally for a 1 rep max just for a bit of fun, but I've never actually done a block of training with a deadlift bar, so I've never really got the benefit of it. I've never really got used to training with it, so I decided the fact that I'm going for a deadlift max, I might as well train with a deadlift bar. It just kind of made sense to do that. But like I said, I wanted to do that for a long extended period of time, so I'm going to be doing obviously around 10 to 11 weeks of training with the deadlift bar. So that's the short answer of why I wanted to get a deadlift bar. So I've already been asked, does this mean that your jumping federation, are you moving from British powerlifting to something like GPC? The short answer again is no. I'm purely just wanting to use it to train my deadlift, and that's it, just purely for gym purposes, not to compete in any sort of deadlift meet or anything like that. It might seem like a little bit of a waste of money just to do that, but to be honest, it was a very fair price what Sally offered me, and I think a lot of the lads that I train with, they're going to want to be able to use it as well, so it's just going to be sort of a long-term investment for all of the guys that are going to be training with it. And just because I train for British powerlifting and it's obviously a stiff bar, doesn't mean I'm never going to use it again. Once I've competed, maybe next year in the British Champs again, maybe I want to go for another max with a deadlift. I don't know, but it's just a long-term investment. It's a bar that I'm always going to have now. So yeah, overall, I'm very happy that I've got it. So how do I rate the Strength Shop deadlift bar compared to the Texas deadlift bar, which I have used before? To be honest, there is, to me, absolutely no difference. It feels exactly the same. It's a thin bar, it's whippy, it's got an aggressive knurling, so yeah, it literally feels exactly the same. But this is coming from somebody who has no real experience of using deadlift bars, so I don't really know, what to look out for and what the real difference is anyway. So really, for someone who's not looking to be competing in something like the GPC, it's absolutely perfect. So you may have noticed as well that I was using these bad boys to deadlift in today. So these are Nick's metal deadlift slippers. So I was basically trying these out to see if they were any good. They were okay, I'll be honest, but I think I'm probably still going to stick with the Sabos, just because although they're better than the Strength Shop ones, which I've used before, I did still feel that I was sort of clenching my toes to try and keep my feet stable, whereas the Sabos, I don't have to do that. I don't have to worry about my feet at all. Once they're locked on the floor, they're locked. So with these, I still was doing that a little bit. So I think in the future, I am just going to stick with the Sabos. So yeah, I'm going to be using this bar now for the next sort of 10 weeks or so before I do max out. Is that enough time to really get used to it before maxing out with it? I don't really know. But yeah, the signs are good. The early signs are good because it was feeling really good today. So on Friday, that's when I go for my heavy deadlift session. So that's going to be a real good indicator of how it feels with slightly heavier weight. So that's just 190 for 5. So that'll be in the next video. I'm going to wrap this one up, guys. I hope you have enjoyed it. Please leave it a thumbs up if you have, and I'll see you in the next one. Take care. Peace.